in Eugene with the Oregon Ducks still alive for the Pac-12 championship. In fact, the Ducks control their own destiny, but they got to win tonight, win Wednesday against
press. With these two teams the last 2 days breaking down film, the individual pieces are good, and collectively, man, they really play a good player from the three-point line. Run him off that line.
Kirk Kriisa with all 6 points early on here for Arizona, playing just his 8th game.
Excuse me, partner. Oregon they're kind of an undersized team. A lot of 6'5" to 6'8" guys, switchable on the defensive end.
Who is their second leading scorer, and a guy that is tough and brings a lot of energy. The coaching staff absolutely loves him. He's a transfer from Rutgers. We weren't sure he was going to bite 4 minutes gone by.
That was the first 360 spin pass I've seen this year.
Leads the conference in made threes per game.
Yeah, leads the league in steals too. He just does it all, 5 and white, and is lethal in transition as a scorer. It's their 7th bounce right now. Kinjo, very clean with it in traffic.
Kinjo gets into the lane, goes to the left hand, missed it. Offensive rebound and a strip by Williams, and then
Dave Pash in the Pac-12.
All right, speaking of the SEC, because, everybody's tried to dissect what is going on with Kentucky's happened there with the Wildcats, and I know you have them tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, they don't have a Chris Duarte, first of all, a guy that can shoot the basketball like that, and then an older guy that just knows the game on both ends so well. And such a hard, tough shot, man, to take a running floater 8 feet with a lot of time left on the shot clock.
Figueroa swats it away from Tubelis. And again, the Ducks looking to push tempo here on the Wildcats, but Arizona gets back.
Figueroa is so good when the game gets scrambled defensively. You think about it, he played for Mike Anderson last year at St. John's, who just presses the heck out of you. Then he comes to Oregon, and Dana Altman has the same flavor about him as a coach. All gas, no breaks by Arizona tonight in how he coaches and the effort that his kids bring.
You talked about the freshmen, Tubelis and Mathurin. They think both those guys, as you mentioned, are NBA players eventually, but could use another year in.
And he's a heavy minute guard because of his ball handling skills and his defense. But at some point, that ball's got to go in the basket, or you're playing 5-on-4 offensively.
Duarte had trouble with the hammering for Oregon. Missed its last 8 shots from the field. Duarte gets past Tubelis.
The NBA for Duarte. Just empty out this corner with a step-up ball screen. And now once he turns the corner, the game is in his hands. And Arizona doesn't rotate hard enough or fast enough to get outside that restricted arc. That's a big physical body that doesn't try to finesse something at the end of the play. Make sure he gets him. Always has heat. It always delivers. It's always going to have something extra about it. Man, that's a huge win for Duke, though. When you're the first 4 out, last day of regular season play, kind of feels like a must-win.
From 3, Akinjo 2 of 2.
Yeah, Akinjo is hard to guard. He's shooting 44% from the three-point line. Dave, so he understands who it is. And a little bit of similarity in terms of how they get themselves open and rise up for that jump shot.
Tubelis. Oregon has missed 9 straight field goals. No baskets from the floor in over 6 minutes, yet they're tied with Arizona because they got off to that hot start. Duarte. And Frank Kepnon playing in just his 12th game of the season. He reclassified and joined the team at quarter break.
Switching out high and switching out hot. Not giving space at all to that ball screen offense of Oregon.
Mathurin with the rebound off the Lawson miss. Arizona playing its final will not be able to play in the Pac-12 tournament either. So it'll be 5 teams that get a first-round bye in Vegas. As Williams.
Dave, it's not so much at times where are your feet. It's where's your balance. And Williams goes out and gets too close. Hits the shooter on the forearm. And that.
Good defense by Arizona against Omoruyi. But the Ducks will keep it. Williams will hoist the 3. His final game as a member of the Wildcats got the start on senior night against Washington. Offensive rebound by Lawson. Goes back up. Can't get it. Batted around. Williams has it. And a foul is called.
I try not to miss you and Bill Walton, to be honest with you.
Oregon redshirted last year. He's the 11th Canadian to play for Dana Altman. That includes Dillon Brooks and Chris Boucher, both who are having very good NBA careers. Boucher, one of the most improved players in the NBA this year with Toronto. Here's Duarte, a step back three. Up. If you're a wing, 6'5", 6'6", and you can defend and shoot, and he shoots about 44% from three, you're going to play for a while in the NBA.
Yeah, that's an NBA move right there. And in college, that should have been called a travel because he didn't come to a
UCLA and Colorado. The Ducks are the defending Pac-12 tournament champs. They won it in 2019. They're also the defending regular season champs.
As a generational type player. Kind of a Jason Tatum, like he can do so many things, but man, it's hard to pass on a kid with
Mathurin got caught in the air. Kriisa puts it on the floor. He scored 6 points in the first couple minutes of the game. Duarte, great look down court. Figueroa has it blocked by
the best individual defensive performance this year. Hunter Dickinson on Luka Garza in that win.
Boy, another night.
Davies on the Jerry West shooting guard award, one of the 5 finalists. But his ability off the bounce to get himself to the basket, factor in March, and Omoruyi starting to figure it out.
And he's back on the floor, too, after an awkward.
I don't think he was really impressed with the fight that they brought out of the locker room to start the second half. and I'm pretty sure Duarte will be right-handed the rest of this game.
That's true.
And 2, by the way.
5 of 8 from the floor. 3 of 4 from three-point land for Chris Duarte. Missed 3.
Just kind of a random ball screen offense right now by Oregon. Just moving yourself, moving the ball. A little bit of sprint about White.
18 points, 6 of 9 from the floor. 4 of 5 from three-point land. Ira Lee inside went for the slam.
Duarte, when I watch his ball breaking film down, it's going to rotate about 3 times from the time he releases it to the time it gets to the rim. And that's the perfect amount of rotation and spin that shooters put on.
No good. And it's Ducks ball. Duarte with the lob for long. Couldn't complete the play.
I'm not sure how a guy with arms that belong on Robert Wadlow would miss one right at the rim.
Tubelis, now it's a 6-point game midway through the second half. Running the floor is Tubelis. Good pass by Kriisa and a foul.
Wipe away the 2-point attempt and really good pass. Tubelis, good hands. Ooh, that's a block by Duarte.
Yeah. That's a miss. Would you be in that same position?
I could be. Give me another 10 minutes. I'll give you the answer. Watching him play was. It was really something spectacular, Dave, to watch Bill Walton when he was doing what he was doing, man. Just the grace that he went around the floor. 4 or 5 men. In this case, Omoruyi. Put him in a ball screen, pick and pop, and let it fly at about a 37% rate. That is a basketball family. Archie's got a lot of pressure on him right now in Indiana. And boy, Halford Lee not riding the games in the same cars. We've had a very few number of games that have not gone on because 47 to go.
I think that's one of the reasons why Sean Miller was frustrated earlier. He wants them to force more turnovers. A loss column, a half game back because they have played 1 fewer game than the Bruins, and they will play Wednesday night. 9 Eastern right here on ESPN2. Mathurin
only gets 1 shot at this basket.
So I got a question for you, Jimmy, because this is a conversation Bill and I have had. Drop off between the best teams in the Big Ten and a team like Oregon. I'm curious because you've seen so many different conferences.
And like I said, I describe them offensively as switchable parts as well. And they just play a really good brand of basketball with a
Oregon by 15. 90 seconds to go. Akinjo.
Arizona to know this is it. No Pac-12 tournament with that self-imposed postseason ban. They're
50% from 3. And they out-rebounded Arizona by 8. A team that has dominated just about everybody on the glass.